and win, you're probably not going to. Oh, looks like they're actually in picks, and
In
they
game
just
right
got in
now.
game.
Yep.
Okay, thanks for letting us know, guys.
So
Last we knew, War of Time was AFK, and then all of a sudden they're all set. They're in
out of
game.
nowhere, we're in picks. 15 seconds till game starts. Thanks, guys. All right, so I'm in. So on Team noMERCY, nothing's really changed. Lightsman still on Vezin, Powerwood Hug still on Cavashir, Daniel still on Creed, War of Time now on Talia, and Sandstream's on Ustat. On Team FAUST, you're anonymous on Chaos again, Lucian, Nethergist, Leandra Chris, on Travik, Vlad Dracul taking up the Carapace this game, and Zastem on his Zai. This is going to be interesting. Both teams are heading towards the top buff.
We could be seeing a level 1 fight over this buff, which is something that hasn't really happened very often since the original Rise of Immortals days, when it happened every single game.
Yep. Uh-oh, they're
Oh, here
walking
it
to that
comes.
bush.
There's
He
the
gets
board
the ward
going
count
down.
just in time.
Carapace popping up one of noMERCY's players, but it looks like everyone is going to get away for now. We'll see if both teams decide to hang out by this buff or not.
The level 1 teams are quite even. I don't think anyone will take a real advantage if they actually did fight.
As it looks like Team FAUST and actually both teams have just kind of backed off and taken some of the regular jungle camps. Looks like neither team is going to go after the buffs.
It looks like the lane is going to be switched up this time. It's going to be Zastem and Euronymous together, with Leander Chris taking a solo lane.
I kind of figured that would be the way it would happen with if Carapace was going to be jungling, because Trovok is just the best solo laner that they have.
Right, but this can be an issue. Their two big sources of damage are laning together, which means
they're
unless
gonna
they
be
get a
fighting
lot of
over,
kills,
yeah.
they'll get behind.
They're both going to be fighting over CS down bottom.
Up top, Daniel already taking control of that lane. Completely trying to zone out the Travik. But not much damage going down at all yet.
Yeah, not really going to see too much damage until people start getting to level 3. Once you get your core ability up to level 2, that's when the damage numbers really start showing up. Although, Daniel able to do a decent amount of damage to Leandra Chris there. Looks like bottom is just going to be firing back and forth. Zai having to stay away from the creeps a bit, being the only melee in that lane. Zastem's going to have a lot of trouble trying to get farm. Because as soon as he gets close to the creeps, Ustat and Cavashir can just poke him a bit. So we see both War of Time and Vlad Dracul going through the jungle. That's going to be really interesting to see how the ganks work out between these two teams. Light's been getting so much damage onto Lucian, almost picking up the kill. Lucian just barely getting out of there.
Wow. I know Carapace has an early game advantage over Talia while jungling. His ganks are much more devastating. Talia doesn't get strong ganks until level 6.
Now back over to mid. They're both just firing pretty evenly. Vezin does have a level advantage. I would have to assume that that's just slightly. Probably just a couple minions off, although he is getting a lot of experience here, while Lucian has to stay underneath his tower.
Yes, Lightsman already doubling Lucian's creep score.
So see across the, pretty much almost across the board, noMERCY with a lot more CS than FAUST once again, as the highest CS on FAUST is their jungler Carapace.
It's actually quite interesting because he's going with mana regen boots instead of common falling star or composite bow.
See, Talia already has 3 base items, so that's just gonna make her jungling much faster than Carapace is now.
Mugen in a bad spot and goes down for first blood again.
Once again, Lightsman able to pick up the first blood on his own, not even having the help of his jungler to take out Lucian.
And that's going to be huge for Lightsman. He's already level 6, which will allow him to dominate the lane and roam whenever he feels like it.
Well, up top, Daniel doing a lot of damage to Landra Chris. Landra Chris would have been in trouble if Daniel just had a little bit more energy left. If he could have held her there for a little bit longer, but, although he probably would have had his cooldowns all off. You see noMERCY going after the move speed buff now. They'll take that without opposition.
And they're taking it fairly easy. War of Time not taking any damage.
Well, between having the Cavalier and the fact that it's Talia, there's really...
Oh, up top, Vlad Dracul is going for Daniel.
There's the pop-up, and there's
So
the ultimate
tanky
from
right now.
Trovok pushing back. Daniel's just so tanky. He's actually going to make his way down towards mid where Lightsman is coming up. Oh, Lightsman ulting just a little bit too early.
That could have been so one-sided for Lightsman, but Daniel wanting to turn and fight a little earlier than Lightsman.
Lucian's probably really happy that Lightsman went up top to let him farm a bit, as Lightsman destroys a ward on his way back down to mid.
Oh, down bottom, powered hug falling to You're anonymous. He's getting a little too aggressive trying to zone them out and gets caught for it. This game is much more even than the last one.
When we take a look at the levels are much more even as well. Without having the 2-1-2 for Team FAUST, they are leveling significantly faster.
Even though it's much more even, Team noMERCY still has a 3k lead. And it looks like Lightsman is going top.
Lightsman is coming up top on Leandra Chris.
But he has no mana.
He doesn't have enough mana, so he just auto-attacks him a couple times and heads back. But Lucian is also coming back.
This can be really bad for him.
Could find them sitting at this buff as Daniel goes in as well. Lightsman in War of Time just completely ignoring that, staying on the buff while Daniel keeps them away. As they do take out the top buff, giving the regeneration bonus to Vezin.
Carapace sneaking into the bushes down bottom. This can be really, really bad for noMERCY. Sastum looks like he's trying to bait something out.
Logical getting the pop-up onto Sanchez, but the rest of his team was not there. They were not ready for it. And so Sanchez will get away.
Too eager.
See, once again, the game of vision happening here is Zastum taking out a totem from noMERCY. And going up and taking their jungle camp too.
Leandra Chris is fixing their build from last game. Instead of going straight for the perfect boots, picks up a stock helm. Which will be much more better if she decides to pick up True Vision Serum.
The key to having the True Vision Serum is you need to stay alive with it. And so, being tankier like that, is Vladracool finding lights, waiting for Lightsman to come through that bush, but just not having the damage to take him out. That's now more of time
here
coming
comes
in.
There's so much damage.
The ultimate from Lightsman making so much burst as both Lucian and Vladracool will go down there.
taking away their vision totem.
See, that is one thing that both teams have done a very good job of in both of these games so far, is the vision. Both of them knowing just how important being able to have vision on the map is. Especially evident in the first game. There were almost no ganks that were happening in the first game because both teams had so much vision on the map.
Zastem and Chaos wanted to go mid for a gank, but because of their vision, they just watch him come up and walk away.
Zastem almost would have been in trouble. Oh, the ultimate from Ustat almost taking him out. Very, very close. If he didn't use his cleanse on that first initial slow, he would have been very dead. Brochilles coming around for a gank, but again, the vision totem giving noMERCY the early warning of that happening.
noMERCY has amazing vision down bottom. They have one every way they can get attacked from behind the enemy's tower to beside their own tower.
And mid War of Time, taking out Lujin, ganking Lujin with Lightsman there.
Natalia ult is amazing for the ganks.
Now Leandra Chris could be in some trouble here from Daniel, but it looks like all of his abilities are on cooldown.
And he missed the blow too. And baited out an ult.
Looked like he wanted to see if he could tower dive, wait for a cooldown, but not quite enough. There go the rocks with the jump. Looks like he might have enough damage there. He does have enough damage, but he's gonna
he sigged for that.
He uses his signature to keep himself alive. Not sure I agree with that call.
No. Creed's Creed's earth or water part on his sig allows for team stuns. So to use it selfishly like that.
Yeah, team stuns from the water sig or even the earth sig just can keep him alive like indefinitely in a team fight, and using it just off of a single kill is I'm just not a fan of using a signature for a single kill, especially if you already have the kill before using the signature.
And I think he would have got away with it anyway, because he was outside of the circle when he used the sig, and there's no more shots coming at him. But another way, they're still ahead, and Daniel has nice CS, so he's not really losing anything out.
Take a look at the CS again. Again, just only 78 CS being lost by noMERCY, as opposed to 147 being lost by Team FAUST. noMERCY is once again just farming much better than FAUST is. See, Sandstream's almost up to 100 CS, Daniel at 90 as well, Lightsman at 97. Oh, Lightsman just using his ability on a wave to go up to 103. So that's 3 of them over 90, as opposed to the highest CS on FAUST is 70.
And now they're almost up to a 10k lead.
With only 4 kills and no towers. So that shows right there just how important the buff pickups and farming are. If you're able to get the last hits and you have buff control, you will just have such a massive gold advantage. See 3 of them on this bottom tower. Zai able to come in to keep them off destroying it.
Looks like Lightsman is coming down, but Lujin and Brochilles are following him. They keep going. This could end up very, very bad for Team FAUST.
Oh, and there's Lightsman picking off half of both of their health. War of Time jumping in. Brochilles getting pulled away as well. That is 2 kills. Looks like they're gonna go in on Zai as well. Sandstream's missing his ultimate, but it's not gonna matter. Zai tries to use his ult to at least take someone with him, but they're able to kill him before he can get the kill.
Chaos up top decides to go by himself and just gets nuked down by Daniel.
Leandra Chris down bottom taking a ton of damage as well. Just barely gonna get away as both Geronimo and Leandra Chris managed to survive their encounters. But it does look like down bottom they are gonna take this tower.
Anonymous out of position though. If he gets caught by rock slide, he'll die.
There is the rock slide, but he was invisible, so Daniel not really able to follow up on it. As the rest of Team noMERCY does take out the tower down bottom.
Looks like they're gonna go take out mid now.
Someone from Faust teleporting in. That is Leandra Chris teleporting in. As the rest of Faust does get there as well. So they might be able to hold them off this tower for a bit.
Daniel in a pretty bad position. He's seen by a ward. Zastem is going to try and take advantage of this. But he doesn't have his ult because he tried to use it on the Vezin.
Daniel will just use his ultimate to get away. So once again, Team noMERCY in a very dominant position here in this game. They have almost a 1,300 gold advantage, or 13,000 gold advantage. I'm sorry. Once again, just the farming and the buffs able to give them enough of an advantage. You see War of Time with the True Vision Serum. A little bit surprising that they put the True Vision Serum on Talia, but I guess because he was jungling, you know, why not? He's the one who would be seeing the wards the most.
Looks like that Zastem is looking for a gank up top.
Euronymous walking right into the group of noMERCY. Vladrakul going down as well. Lucian, just a little bit of health left, and there's the ultimate from Sandstreams. Wasn't sure if they were just going to let him walk away or what, but looks like Zastem does pick up the kill on Daniel up top though, but that might just be a little too little up there as noMERCY now going after Leandra Chris and this middle tower. They have minions there, so they're going to be able to take that down easily despite the Trovok ultimate.
They should even be able to take the second tower if they want to, but it seems like Sandstreams would rather take the CS.
Looks like they're gonna go back to base, buy up. They probably do have a good amount of money as they picked up a few kills during that time. So his Lightsman, again, just so much spell power on him. Let's see, Power Word Hug, just getting just buying up some aura items. The Lord's Duty turning into the Armor of King Curtis is a really, really nice item. Just giving 5 armor and magic resist to everybody on the team. As Team FAUST going through, placing some wards, destroying noMERCY's vision.
War of Time choosing an interesting build, going straight for a Polished Chain of Varric, giving him over 30, or giving him 35 armor. Very tanky for Italia.
Yeah, a lot of Talias tend to go to Glass Canyon as Zastem kicks to Sandstreams but doesn't follow up with the ultimate. Maybe he was just worried of someone else being there, but a little surprising that he didn't follow up the kick with his ultimate.
I think Sandstreams W'd out of it, so he was able to jump back before.
There's a signature from Vezin, able to do so much damage and picking up a couple of kills there.
Zastem down bottom with War of Time. Tries to ult, but just too little, too late.
Sandstreams is able to come in and pick up the kill. That is everyone but Vladrakul down for Team FAUST. They're in a lot of trouble here in this second game.
Seems like Chaos tried to use a Sig as well as Zastem. Vladrakul just getting dropped so fast by the dual ADs.
As up top they take out that tower as well, the rest of the team. It's just they're split pushing these two lanes, and why not with the other team dead. They had the chance to, and they picked up 2 towers because of it. They're working on the third. Looks like someone was going to teleport in, but then canceled it, and they will take that top tower without any opposition. Now the full team is moving in on the first inner tower. Illusion getting caught out.
2 skills from Vezin, dropping his health to 20%, allowing Sandstreams to finish it up, no problem.
Vision totems getting destroyed some more. Now they're going to move over towards mid lane. It's like Daniel's going to take a couple tower shots.
Lightsman kind of caught out. But Lightsman with his level advantage is very tanky right now.
Zastim will fall as more of time picking up the kill on Leandra Chris. Leandra Chris trying to drop the signature onto Lightsman, but only getting one of them off before she died as well. And Lightsman was just able to survive it, having just barely enough health. To see Faust again just in a lot of trouble here, very far behind, as noMERCY is, looks like noMERCY starting to group up again, although Lightsman is gonna go and clear bottom with one ability.
Daniel looks like he's gonna go to the move speed buff, because that should be spawning now.
It spawns just as he gets there. Excellent timing by Daniel. Now Sandstreams is gonna come and steal it from him. Although he might have been giving it to him. I don't
just
think
trying to help him out.
I don't think they're too concerned about who gets that buff at this point. With the 19-2 kill advantage, 6-0 on the towers, leading to a 25,000 gold advantage. You see Faust just trying to get into the jungle, get some farm up, while noMERCY, a couple of them go back to buy. Some of them are approaching almost full builds already, only 22 minutes into the game. Just a very
people on noMERCY with the falling star. They group up. That AoE damage from it, even though it's not a lot, it will add up between 3 of them.
Especially with how fast they end up attacking because of it as well, yeah. Looks like
Heitzman with his ult on Sandstreams, almost finishing off Zastim, only getting glad.
Now Euronymous coming in, trying to use the Trovok ultimate to help, but Cavashier's signature is just going to do so much damage, taking Illusion just falling immediately as they take out the Acropolis. Looks like they're gonna try and stick around, waiting for the next minion wave, it looks like, to go in on the relics. Zastim getting pulled out
of position. And not going to be able to make it away with his cleanse.
Tal hit jump, using the teleport to jump onto Leandra Chris, but Leandra Chris will get away. But in the meantime, noMERCY taking down the 2 relics. Looks like
Kerp is missing a sig when he landed it.
There's the signature from Boostat, just letting him go invisible. Looks like they're trying to stop them, but it's not going to be anywhere near enough, as noMERCY will pick up the win 2-0 on the best of 3. So noMERCY will be moving on to the second round of the winners bracket, and this is a double elimination tournament, so Team Faust is not done yet. They will be moving on to the losers bracket to face the losing team from the other match that was going on right now, and I'll see what I can on getting information on that. Until then, I'm TastyBacon, and I'm joined with Brochilles on commentary. That was Team noMERCY picking up the win over Team Faust 2-0.